Fear. It's a word we all know and an emotion we've all felt. It's a natural, instinctive response to the unknown, something that tells us we're venturing into uncharted territory. But as real as fear feels, it's often a barrier that holds us back from our fullest potential. Overcoming fear and uncertainty doesn't mean eliminating them. It means transforming our relationship with them. Imagine this. You're standing on the edge of a cliff, looking down into a vast unknown. That drop represents everything we can't predict, every outcome we can't control. The urge to retreat, to stay in the familiar, can feel overwhelming. But what if, instead of backing away, you found a way to take one small step forward, even if it feels terrifying? Think about a fear or uncertainty you're facing right now. Maybe it's a career decision, a relationship, or a personal challenge. Fear often tells us to stop, to turn away from what might bring discomfort or failure. But what if we saw that fear not as a barrier, but as a guide? What if it's a signpost pointing us toward growth? To overcome fear, the first step is to understand its origin. Is it the fear of failure, rejection, or even success? Are you afraid of leaving your comfort zone because of what others might think? Sometimes fears are old habits of the mind, patterns developed over years, tied to moments when we felt small or unworthy. Recognizing these patterns allows us to see that fear is just one perspective, not the full picture. Facing fears doesn't mean jumping into the deep end without preparation. It means gradually challenging yourself, taking small actions that build resilience. Each small victory over fear adds strength to the foundation of who you are. Remember, every time you confront fear, you're taking back power over your own life. Uncertainty is a close companion to fear. The unknown can feel like a void, filled with endless possibilities, but also countless risks. Yet uncertainty is the space where all growth happens. Without it, there would be no room for new experiences, discoveries, or transformations. Life isn't about eliminating uncertainty, but learning to navigate it, to see it as an open door rather than a dead end. Reflect on a moment when you were afraid of what lay ahead. How many of those fears came true? More often than not, our fears exist more vividly in our minds than in reality. When we act despite fear, we realize that the unknown is rarely as daunting as we imagined. Embracing this truth makes us more resilient, more open to life. Letting go of fear is a process, one that requires self-compassion and patience. Sometimes we will stumble, but overcoming fear isn't about being fearless. It's about being brave in the face of fear. It's about understanding that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward even when we feel afraid. As you listen to these words, consider one fear or uncertainty you're facing. Imagine what life would look like if you took one step toward that fear. What possibilities might open up? What self-limiting beliefs could you release? Today, I invite you to take that first step. Whatever you fear, know that by confronting it, you're making room for growth, for new perspectives, and for freedom. Each small step makes the path clearer, and soon, the once daunting cliff becomes just another view along the journey. If this resonates with you, join our Soul by Night community by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for regular reflections and encouragement. Let's journey through the unknown together, finding strength and courage in every step.